Are we ready?
We're live now, but I don't know if it's considered 5 minutes in. But yes.
Fuck.
Technically, our stream started 6 minutes and 20, 22, 23, 24 seconds ago.
It all depends on when you start the YouTube video.
I don't always edit out this stuff. It just kind of depends on A, how much time I have, B, if I remember to edit it, C, if it seems long enough for me to care. All right. We're live, by the way. Hello, everyone.
Yahoo!
Hello.
Guten Tag.
Hello.
Oh, that's wrong.
If anyone was ever interested, I don't recommend getting iced coffee from Taco Bell.
Why?
How bad is
that
it?
a thing?
Good question, but my 9 o'clock self decided to try it. Or 8:30.
Shame on you. Like, first off, shame on them for selling such an abomination.
Oh, also, Rona, because you weren't here yet, I have to tell you something funny, and I hope that you'll understand because you will know the band. Short version. So I was at work. Young girl, barely 21, was saying that she likes old classic music, old classic rock. And so I was like, "Oh, you know what? What's one of your favorite bands?" And I'm thinking she'll say AC/DC or some shit, right? Any guesses?
They
There's so many options out there.
Okay, I'll just tell you. She said, "Pierce the Veil."
Pierce the Veil
Uh-huh.
is classic.
Uh-huh.
It is now.
For the love of God.
So,
I wouldn't
Rip,
say
what's
that's
the uh-oh? Rip?
What?
I'm asking, what's the uh-oh?
Oh, I thought she just dropped on my end. Like, she just stopped talking, so I thought she dropped.
No,
she was pausing for dramatic effect.
that was very dramatic. Oh God.
Yep, like I said, our the next generation is cooked.
That's classic. That's classic rock. Bull.
Uh-huh.
What I consider classic rock is what my parents listened to.
I wonder if Slipknot's on the oldies station yet.
Yeah, I think pretty much anything
God.
from 2000 is at this point.
I don't
Like
know the
early
last time
2000s, 90s.
Waiting to hear Linkin Park on there.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I think it was what band was it? I'm not overly fluid in what's considered popular bands or mainstream bands, but not Green Day. It was some other punk rock-ish type band played on like the Classics channel recently. And I'm like, oh God, I'm old.
All American Rejects, Simple Plan.
I think it was All American Rejects. One of their songs played on the radio. And I'm like, this is why I don't listen to radio. It reminds me how old I am.
It reminds us of the rapidly increasing heat death of our lives.
We're all slowly dying.
Caleb and I also just had the realization on our way back from getting dinner that Toby Mac is now 60 years old, and I'm not okay with that.
Oh God damn it.
I found myself getting excited today when I saw there was a new single by Circle of Dust, and I'm like, oh wow, they haven't released anything in like 10 years.
No,
And
I
then you're
got
like,
excited today when 3 Days Grace released an album with Adam Gontier,
Who?
the original singer.
What? Who?
The original singer.
Oh, okay, okay.
You see, that face says it all. I just had Blind try the iced coffee from Taco Bell, and his face said it all.
Uh huh.
Isn't it just like a byproduct of their food that they just put in a cup for you to drink?
All right, moving on.
Okay.
There's the line. We found it. Okay.
Quick, keep going. We need to go over.
Oh, okay. Okay. Who's doing the recap tonight? Let's start there.
Rom don't remember diddly squat, so Rona, note keeper.
No
That's a
keeper,
good
yeah.
farm.
I'm looking over what we have. We have a whole bunch of we did a lot of like filler type stuff.
Yeah, a bit of prep for the coming event.
Let's see if I can
Yeah, we did
summarize
prep.
this.
Asta got a nice little magic item.
Does
yeah,
she
we did
remember what it does?
God, I
Yes.
hope so.
That's right. We did pass up magic items. Right. Okay, so last session we are recovering ourselves after our climactic battle against Aaron. That's a good word for that. We had some downtime aboard the Laputa trying to, I guess, just do whatever type stuff. Deanoch was researching. I went out to go scout to find out, the situation on the island. Valinar did some stuff, etc., etc. Most importantly was among Aaron's belongings was a bunch of magic items that got passed out among us. Let's see. There was a planar tuning fork that is tuned to the Shadowfell plane. So for anybody who has like planes walk or something like that, whatever that spell was called.
Plane shift, I think.
Plane shift, plane walk. Yeah, Wizards of the Coast. So whoever anybody who has that spell will be able to use it to go to the Shadowfell plane. There is a ring of fire resistance, a cloak of protection, and an amulet of legendary action that I could not be trusted with.
That's because you raised your hand at every single magic item, including the tuning fork.
Well, Dee likes shiny things, and if people were going to just keep handing her things, why not?
Oh, you got something very shiny.
I mean, even she was like, I'm not sure about that one, but then kind of the idea got tossed out there. You could pretty much do anything with this, and she's like, on second thought, but Asta ended up with it anyways. My notes say apparently it won't bring back the dead or anything. And then Valinar made a move on D in a sense by just handing her a random charm of Dex that he no longer had any use for. But in her eyes, she handed him a shiny object which she later found to be very helpful to her natural way of doing things. And so she takes it as a sign that maybe it meant more than just here, have this random junk.
I'm pretty
Also-
sure I handed you 2 amulets at that point.
I only have the charm of dexterity.
Oh, I thought I handed you another one as well for some reason.
Nope, you only handed one
Huh.
because Deanoch piped up and said, in some cultures that may be a marriage proposal.
Yeah. She's like, she starts blushing like, okay.
Which I'm sad that nobody got the reference. That was an Avatar: The Last Airbender joke.
Yeah, I didn't take it as that, but I've seen that similar trope in other things, so I understood. It's like you just gave me an engagement ring. Thank you. She wasn't sure about you before, but now.
Oh,
Um,
God.
there was something about researching the remnants of Egan, the bone claw that we faced. Deanoch trying to find out how he might be able to put that to use with Tim. Let's see. Attuning to magic items. Asta decided to go on a stroll around the Laputa and found some things that should have been left alone. Fortunately, she had
Oh.
the wherewithal to not mess with them. A disembodied voice pretty much telling her, you know, some jerk put me in this crystal and trapped me here. His name was Greg or Tom or something like that.
I
His
didn't
name
even
was
bother writing this shit down because I'm like,
Greg,
there's
Tom,
no
whatever.
point.
It was just for fun. It was just Torben. Yes, it was
Nope.
just Torben
Nope.
messing with us and trying to convince
Nope.
Nope.
her.
Nope.
It was
Nope.
not Torben.
Nope.
It wasn't. So in the beginning, yes, it was Torben, but then we reviewed notes and stuff and realized that Torben was not sealed on the Laputa, so I changed it
Right.
to the one
One of the elementals.
Yeah, it was the
One of the
I
elementals.
think specifically it was the fire. I think he was the Emperor of Flame. I think is what.
Yeah,
it
that
was.
sounds about right.
And
Emperor
then-
Flame.
Yeah.
That's right. I did not include that in my notes, but pretty much either way,
Everything
Awesome.
Either way,
changed.
it fucking worked. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Asta was on the verge of smashing a Harmony Stone to release this guy, but she had the wherewithal to say, actually, no.
Barely.
Yeah. As for my findings doing the scouting, let's see. Particularly around Goldwild, they have been building and spreading the forces of Palama, so they're like gathering there for like protection's sake or something else going on. There have been no rumors about Gigant, but I came back and I reported my information to the party to tell them that pretty much there's no direct way in, so we had to come up with a plan. And so we did some planning behind the scenes.
That I have not read.
Oh, come on now.
You guys literally have done it in the last 2.5 hours.
Yeah, the best plans come together
Hey,
at the last minute.
being fair, that's some of the most planning we've done outside of.
You're right. You're right. It is. However, in the last 2.5 hours, I have driven over an hour, broken my bed, got pissed off at myself, threw a child across the room, threw a bed across the room, hit said
Damn.
child with a different bed.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
This whole night has been an ordeal, and I am.
Whew.
So just for the Karens out
Everyone's
there,
fine.
child is okay.
Everyone's fine. I was just very frustrated and things. I'm less okay than I'm the one who's more hurt than my son. My son wanted me to do it again.
Of course he did.
Wait, again?
What?
What did he want you to do again?
He wanted me to hit him with a bed.
Fair.
Yeah. That kid is my spawn. I will never not believe that.
Okay, for the people out there who don't read, some of the ideas we had involved teleporting straight into the Temple of Goldwild, effectively bypassing all the guards on the outside.
Cool.
Getting Haru's group to stage protests as a distraction, or maybe even include some people who are opposed to the church and what they're doing.
Mostly against the curfew thing.
Potentially a person on the inside, making use of that acolyte disguise that I did complete, so I could get in and get a better view on things before we just decide to teleport straight in. But then we did a whole bunch of talk about, well, we can't send anybody else with D because it'll blow the disguise. How are we going to communicate? Can we use scrying? Can we use sending? How does that work? Because D can only talk with hands, and then I brought up the idea of, well, I have tongues. So if we set up a schedule of here's how often we're going to contact you, I can make sure the spell is ready, and then when I get contacted, or even after I'm contacted, I could throw it up real quick, and then at least Valinar will be able to interpret what I'm saying through that, et cetera, et cetera.
Just use Morse code.
Do you know?
I don't
Yeah,
think it's
do you
invented
know
yet.
Morse
sure.
code?
I know SOS. Is that enough?
Man. Oh
thought you
right,
only
you were
did-
in the army. Well, Navy. Right?
I was in the Navy, and I never actually had to learn Morse code.
That's funny. That's really funny. Well, I guess you didn't serve. You didn't serve on a submarine or anything, right?
Serve on any kind of ship. I was landlocked.
Oh, well, that's lame.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, first there's the fact that you were, a seaman and you never went out to sea. Moving on.
He just saw a lot of men.
You're not wrong. There was definitely a much higher ratio of men than women.
Anyway, okay, yeah. Good.
So
Good
we have some
recap.
remnants of a plan.
Good recap. I like it.
Perfect. I'll put it in the party pot because I still have my own
Okay. Worked for me.
rerolls. Good. We now have 2 rerolls.
You guys went through a lot of them recently.
Yeah.
Especially during the Aaron fight. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense with what went down.
Man, now I gotta type all this extra planning up. We came up
Just
with
select
ideas.
what's written in the Discord and then just copy paste.
I'm gonna summarize it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Valinar?
Nope. Never mind.
Okay.
A thought tried to occur, but then it ran
A
away.
thought tried to crop into my mind and then said, "Nah, we're good."
Isn't that just how it goes?
Wait, you had a thought?
I had half a thought that ran away.
It knows I'm sitting here waiting to pick it apart.
All right, so what do?
Mm-hmm.
Doobie doobie doo.
Which plan did we end up wanting to go with?
No one else piped up. So
I'm still typing.
Yeah, go ahead and summarize what the ideas were for everybody and for stream, and then we'll decide which one it is, hopefully pretty quickly.
Yes. Okay.
De-infiltrate with disguise using her disguise.
And
With
Valinar can
Valinar,
contact-
okay. Yeah, Valinar
Yeah.
occasionally looking in,
and using
Looking in
symbol
or
for
checking in?
communication.
checking in.
Checking in.
Sorry.
Yeah. Checking in once every 8 hours or so.
Making sure she's not dead.
Yeah.
That's not going to get misinterpreted either, is it?
Maybe.
What do you mean? Oh, I see. I see. As the well, I believe she's seen you use sending before, but she may not be aware that you are the only person in the party who has that ability. Therefore, she may be like, "Oh, he specifically volunteered for this."
God damn it.
Does not matter the character. Rona
Yeah.
is constantly thirsty.
I am a very thirsty boy.
Drink water.
I've got water too, but it doesn't quench the thirst. Anyways,
Oh.
so
That sounds like a problem between you and
yes,
God.
or the spouse. Anyways,
I
so
wasn't gonna go there, but yeah, sure.
D infiltrates using the disguise that she worked so hard to make, so she can actually make use of it. Um, we use scrying and sending to effectively communicate information back and forth. And then maybe decide on a more concrete plan from there. Do we create a distraction, or do we just teleport in and get busy?
I think we teleport in and get busy.
Well, that's Yet's
Like,
that's Yet's obvious answer.
Yes.
kind of like the idea of a distraction.
Yeah,
I
I'm,
think
This is gonna be a group effort for sure.
I think we drop it like it's hot.
of course you say that.
That sounds like a classic.
So there's what, 2 votes? Because technically also just goes along with whatever causes the most bloodshed and violence.
You know it.
Yep. Figured. All for an infiltration. Say aye. Aye.
Well, D raises her hand.
Well, one person. We gotta go one at a time because if all of you speak at once, I'm gonna have a connection.
Sorry.
It once.
Yes.
So we have infiltration and we have the frontal assault, right?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so start with the frontal assault, teleporting in and basically trying to annihilate everyone. Who does not want to do that plan?
That would be Denoc, Valinar, and D. Correct?
Hey, don't include me in that. D's okay with a full frontal assault, just the same as infiltration.
Okay. So those two are not. You two are not ideal for that or wanting to do that. What about for the infiltrating route? Who does not want to do that?
I suck at it.
Well, it wouldn't be you infiltrating. It
Yeah.
would be D going in,
The specialist.
doing the sneaky sneaks, and then coming back and talking to us while we have another day doing things.
Pretty much. Mm-hmm. This is my downtime. This is what I do for fun.
Okay. So basically, we're between: do we go in and fight now, or do we spend a day gathering more information? Is actually what I'm.
Yeah, making sure she's actually there. Because we don't even know if she's hiding someplace.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a 99% chance that she's in there waiting, but we don't know that for 100%
Yeah.
sure.
Well, you see, if we kill all of the followers,
Yeah, I saw that coming.
I don't know how crafty Palama is specifically, but
Valinar, any input there?
does she seem the kind of person who would invite her entire army to one area to make it look like she's there when she's really somewhere else?
Well, taking into consideration, didn't she do something
There you go.
similar in back when we first came here and rescued Haru and
I can only
or not
vote
Haru,
for one or the
Shia
other.
and Nadon?
Hold on. Why did that not allow me to?
Can't vote for both.
I can't edit it.
Oh well, we already have a majority for scouting.
Weird. I can't edit it. I'm gonna redo because it won't let
Yeah,
me. It won't let me edit
the,
it.
yeah, the polling system on Discord is kind of stupid. Like once you post it, that's it. There's no editing it later.
Yeah.
So if you make a mistake, you had to start all over.
Yeah. Fortunately, it's just two questions. All right. Now you guys can vote more than one.
I'm just watching the bars go slidey slidey.
And you're not going to make a deciding choice, are you?
Me?
No. I'm talking to Rona.
I think he voted for both.
I voted for both because D's good either way.
Okay, so I'm seeing that everybody has voted.
Mhm.
Um. So scouting wins.
Sweet. By a very close margin.
Of one.
Yeah. So scouting it is. I'm getting rid of it now so that nobody can be distracted by it. So here's my question. You obviously you guys are planning on sending D into the lion's den. Where are you guys going to be positioned while she does it? Or are you guys planning on doing something completely different?
I figured we'd be waiting for her return.
Where at?
Preferably somewhere close by so I don't have to walk across the entire island by myself.
Okay, let
Uh,
me pull up. Is
Is
the map? That's the wrong one.
um were the chains completely gone, or were they just mostly gone?
There are still some like floating, like there's some like chains hanging from the bottom of the island. But in terms of like structures, they are gone.
Yeah.
Kind of rest.
Everyone is basically on the Laputa right now. So it's just, where do we want to move the Laputa? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but we want to be Goldwild, correct?
Yes.
Or Catola?
Yes.
Okay,
Goldwild, yep.
perfect. Goldwild.
Real quick, is this the evening after we've done all our activities, or is this the next day already?
I apologize. I actually don't remember.
I don't think we ever said, because we were waiting for
I
me
reconvene.
to return, and
My
then...
last note is I reconvene on the Laputa late in the evening, pass along my information, and that's it.
Yeah, we ended there because we couldn't decide what we were going to do, and we were going to plan.
Yeah, so it's evening. So
Okay.
you guys would have made been making these plans and stuff the evening. Not what I intended to do, but okay. You guys would have been making these plans the evening before.
Yeah.
And when you guys were basically to the point where you were ready to do something, you guys would rest and then start those plans the next day.
Okay.
So,
For the map, I do have a question. The line between the Minuo Forest and Goldwild, is that like elevation distance? Is that a river? What is that? There's a line.
It is most likely a river. I have closed it on my end. Give me one moment to reopen it. I'm also working on another thing here to help everybody out, I hope. Okay,
Oh, no.
so yeah, so
Yes.
yeah, that line is a river.
Okay.
Yep.
Just want to make sure it wasn't like all of the area that 4 is in is the city.
No. It's a big city, but no.
It ain't Catullus.
Polis is the largest.
I don't know.
I know.
Because Hofkeen was an entire citywide island.
That's true, but that's because you wrote it that way.
I didn't know if he wrote it.
I know.
Okay, what direction would a priest coming from the nearest, or what guys are you going for? Priest, priestess?
Acolyte. I'm not actually anybody important per se.
Okay. What direction would an acolyte be coming from? Catullus? Or
Likely Catullus, yeah.
Pora? Pora? Pona?
Well, if Catullus is the capital, and everybody's been sent the message to gather at Goldwild, I would be coming somewhere from the north or northeast. Everything is from the northeast either way, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to think is, where can we bring up the Laputa so that you can get to a road coming from that direction the quickest?
Maybe from like east of the Corium Forest, and then I can
Well, I
walk
was-
across the island.
Because I was thinking close to Vagrum.
Something like that. Something.
I
in
mean,
that-
we can
that
bring
area.
the Laputa over to the other side,
I just had to take a long way around.
Or you could just teleport him.
I'm not sure teleport works that way.
All right. If we're so I'm gonna logic out the teleport idea because I just
Teleport.
Mhm.
That's yeah.
if Valinar would scry in a location, on the road where there's no one in a good distance, maybe just off the side of the road, and let Denox see the scrying location for an additional bonus to teleport. That would work. But at the same time,
There's
what
always
if
a
we
possibility
need
of
to?
something going wrong?
Yeah, what if we need to teleport? I only have one teleport available,
Yeah.
and I would be using that exact strategy to port us in to where D is to bail D out in case,
Emergency.
absolute
Yeah.
emergency. So I want to save teleport as the emergency in-out situation.
Well, here's a question then. How long would it take me to walk from, say, Vagrum or Catullus all the way to Goldwild?
I think he said like a full day on a good horse. At like full speed. If I'm remembering last week correctly.
I do believe you are.
Which is why I'm saying we bring the Laputa down, go under the entire island, come up somewhere like near this bump here to the north-ish of Goldwild and the Manua Forest, have you go east a bit to a
Yeah.
road, and then go down.
Yeah, that'll definitely save time and looks more possible. Yeah, we could do that.
Somewhere maybe just north of the river or something. As long as there's no forts or outposts there. Because you never know. Does Palama know about the Laputa at this point? I can't remember off.
I would say yes.
Okay. So we don't know if she has outposts near her main base of operations on the edge of the island. This is just my paranoid brain saying this.
Yeah.
Which is why my idea is come up near this bump here to the
I got you guys.
Beautiful. Okay, perfect.
Oh, look, the red pit.
I'm going to draw real quick.
Yep. Line's here.
I'm going to use this yellow. So
I'm waiting to see your artistic abilities.
You're saying right there.
I am also going to hide our little heads for a minute while we do this so that the map is easier to see for stream.
Okay.
My head's not little.
So I'm saying we come up here, have Haru disembark, scout down this way to right here. And as long as Haru doesn't return and say, as long as Haru doesn't see any outpost, we move the Laputa to the second southern circle, have D disembark there, head east to, like, say there's a road here, to this road, and then travel inward. Does that make sense?
I like the football strategy.
Yeah, my brain said, "Hey, that looks like a football thing," just as you're saying that.
We need some more X's though.
It's almost that time of year.
There we go.
But like, Haru is scouting along between these two circles to make sure that
make sure it's clear.
make sure there's no outposts, to make sure that Poland hasn't set up any
border patrol.
Yeah, knowing of our flying fortress. Because right now, I'm Rom the player is a little paranoid about that, because Rom the player is paranoid about everything. Apparently, I'm starting to learn that.
Paranoia.
What can I say besides your welcome?
Yeah, because this is all stemming from in a previous campaign with one of my older characters. A friend of ours was playing a ranger, right? Or was she just a fighter with archery?
They were a fighter.
Yeah,
They played a
an archer fighter.
Yep.
Who went off to do her own thing in a town. And my character's younger brother, who was evil, jumped her ass. And left her literally on 1 HP.
No. They beat her to unconsciousness. And left her to make death saving throws. And if she died, she died.
Right, that.
They didn't. They figured she'd survive. Because they basically told her to give your character a message. But otherwise, him and his friends jumped her and beat the shit out of her in an alleyway. Left her unconscious. Yeah. Like, I think it was like 8 hours later or something like that. She awoken.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm a little paranoid about that right now.
Well,
What?
the hard part is getting me into the town. Beyond that, at least according to my features that talks about the disguise, using the identity as a disguise, other creatures believe you to be that person until given an obvious reason not to. So I've got the outfit, I've got the paperwork, I've got the identification, whatever is necessary to get into the town. My documents also will have a statement showing that I've taken a vow of silence in the name of Geisma.
All right, you got that covered. Perfect.
Uh-huh.
I was really about to be like, you got something for your muteness? And then you're like, said that, and it's like, oh, yep, you're good.
Yeah, my documentation proves that I am under a vow of silence to as part of my servitude to Geisma. So that when I don't speak, they're not going to question it.
Cool.
I have really thought of everything.
Dude, I'm glad.
Until I get into the town. Then I'm a little concerned.
Now this is me as your DM who also has a question for you. I know you guys wanted Haru to do some scouting to begin with. Do you want the other stealthy member of your party to do some scouting? Do you want that member to go with you? Do you want the three of them to work as a group to infiltrate the church?
It almost seems silly though to have Haru walk along the coast of the island, and then it's clear, and then you drop me off where he left off. I mean, couldn't I just walk with him?
I mean, I'm thinking Haru's going,
55
quickly.
55 feet.
Oh, yeah, he does move a lot faster than I do. I
Yeah,
only slow him down.
I was thinking, Haru's got bullshit speed. So
That's true.
if
Let him go alone.
if he does periodic bursts of sprinting, not enough to exhaust him, but like sprint for a little bit, walk for a little bit, sprint for a little bit, walk for a little bit. I'm guessing he could make that trip right there, maybe 2 hours.
So let me see here. He could. Hold on, let me grab my calculator. Yep. Because it's reasonable for somebody to run balls to the wall for 60 seconds, right?
Yeah,
That's reasonable.
That's 1,650 feet for Haru.
Isn't that near a mile?
It's half a mile. Full mile is no, it's not even half a mile. It's like less than a quarter. I think a full mile is 5280.
5280 divided by 4.
Closer to a quarter. Maybe not.
It's
Closer to a third.
1320. Yeah, 1320. So it's a little over a quarter mile.
Yeah.
In a minute.
In 60 seconds.
And that's why I'm like, yeah, let's have our speed boy speed.
That just seems unreasonable in real life. That means he can run a mile and a half in 5 minutes.
I know a guy who ran it in 4. So I get it.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, he set a high school record for it.
Yeah, no. I struggled to maintain my ability to run it in 12 and a half minutes.
No, I get it. So
I am not built for running in spite of my physical appearance.
nope. But yeah. So yeah, he is very fucking.
Yeah. So him scouting out that stretch of land to make sure it's clear, but I mean, he might be able to outrun the Laputa speed. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh, I mean, if we're just hovering along the edge of the island, probably.
I think the Laputa has like 120 or something flight speed. 100-foot speed, so that's not even. So 100-foot speed, 90 miles per day, 11 miles per hour. All that should be roughly mathematically accurate.
Haru's speed, not dashing, is half of that. So if he's dashing, it's 1.5 times that.
Well, Haru can move that fast because he can because of his levels in Rogue, he can bonus action dash every turn on his turn without incurring any penalty.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, if the Laputo are moving at what would be considered dash speed, he can't match that.
Where is
But still, it's a neck and neck race. The Laputa doesn't get tired though. That's the difference.
Yes, that is very true. Sorry, I'm looking for a particular feature for him. Cause I gotta find out. I gotta ask.
Oh, we came to this game to play math.
Yeah.
Math and logistics and whatnot. It's like trying to run a business.
Yeah. So. Oh my god, this sounds horrifying. Okay, so if that's what you guys want Haru to do, this is what he's gonna do. Okay, he will use his first turn, basically, for the lack of a better term, to use his shadow art in order to cast Pass Without a Trace on him. And then he will after that just book it the rest of the time. Do you still have your calculator up, Rona?
I never actually got one out, but
Oh, well,
give me 2 seconds.
well, I was just gonna ask.
Calculator.
Yeah. We determined that he could do. What was it? 16 what? 1650? I think it was.
1650 is what you said, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So take 1650 and subtract 55 from that for me.
50 minus 55 is
Yeah.
1595.
Okay. Now, would that make sense, or would it make more sense? Actually, hold on. Scratch that. Let's start with the 1650.
1650.
That's in a minute, right? So
Correct. That's for 60 seconds.
yes.
So 10 rounds.
Yeah. Take that number and times it by, I guess it would be 59 for an hour.
Not 60?
Well, because that 1650 is an hour, is the first minute. So 59.
Oh.
You need 59 more. I think I'm doing that correctly.
It's 60 times.
It would still be 60 times. Okay. Okay.
99,000 feet.
Okay. Subtract 55 from that.
Minus 55. 98,945 feet.
Okay. Now divide that by 2.
49,472 and a half.
That's how far he's gonna travel over the course of the next hour.
And divided by 5280. He has gone about 9 and a third miles per hour.
Ah, yeah.
Holy shit. That's
And-
ridiculous.
And that's only half the time. Because he's basically gonna be sprinting.
Yeah.
The way that I factor it is he's basically gonna sprint for a minute, take a minute off. Sprint for a minute, take a minute off. And he's gonna do that for an hour.
And how long is that stretch, dare I ask?
For the island.
For the
Between the
point
two
A to point B.
Oh, that stretch would probably be.
Technically, a horse is still faster, but that's ridiculous.
There.
Not by much. Horses' base speed are only 60 feet per round, I believe. Between A and B, I would say that's probably that the whole distance is probably like a quarter of a day. which I believe traveling in a day is like 8 miles or something like that.
So it would take him about an hour to run that.
Yes.
I was not far off when I said 2.
Yeah, no, about an hour to do that. I also want you guys to know that even at that speed, he is traveling with a passive perception of 30 and a passive stealth, because he has pass without a trace up, of 25.
If you just take a
Like
quarter-
I said, we want him to go be our scout for this.
So ordinarily traveling at normal speed, you can travel about, you said, 8 miles a day?
I think that's what it is. I think I find.
And if that's a quarter of a day's travel there, that would be 2 miles, which means you did that in like probably about 15 minutes. Either way.
My GM's a cheat sheet, since I don't know where my other cheat sheets are, because I'm lazy and messy.
Typical travel a day.
Oh no, my apologies. 24 miles in a day.
24 miles in a day, and that's about a quarter span of that, which would be 6 miles stretch. Yeah, he completed that in less than an hour.
For the sake of our brains, we're just gonna say an hour. Okay.
About an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
But now that he's run all that way, is he going to run back to us, or we're going to
We're going to follow behind him slightly slowly, so that should something happen, he can stop, retreat a bit, signal us, and warn us. Using a mirror, reflecting sunlight onto someone who's got the highest active looking perception on the Laputa, including NPCs.
Probably me, yeah. Anyway,
So D would be
my active is a plus 12. My passive is a 22.
D would be looking, along the edge of the island for this reflection from Haru.
Well, I hope he doesn't need it, because I ain't gonna see it. What a time to roll a nat 1. I got some flavor for that. Valinar's standing nearby. She's not watching Haru.
God damn it.
There it is.
Valinar turns around, and Dee's just standing a little uncomfortably close with a smile on her face, wearing that dex charm like pinned to her leather armor in plain sight for everybody to see.
And kind of, touching it a little bit, like gently caressing it.
Bonar's gonna just kind of stare for a second and just kind of go,
Fuck.
It's too early to think about this. Start walking away.
All right.
I'll be right back. I gotta go clean up water.
All right. So I think, to be fair for all of this, I'm making him use the resources. I'm also going to give Haru a point of exhaustion, because even though he does it quickly, it's still this is a very, very high level athletic kind of feat. Plus his constitution isn't the highest, but pretty good.
Which is why I was wanting him to, stagger it so he doesn't have 2 levels or something like that.
Right. I mean, first level is already brutal for him, because I think it cuts his speed in half.
But with that, he can get back on the Laputa and just kind of rest.
Wow. Did I miss anything?
No. Oh no, just he just has disability on ability check. Okay. I basically just said that I'm making Haru use the resources and giving him 1 level of exhaustion, for that feat of what he did, just because it is still a very big feat of athleticism, and it's gonna take its toll on anybody. I honestly don't care who you are.
Thank you, Rom. I'm having a water off my glasses because I spat it everywhere.
I'm sorry, but also not really.
I'm like, oh shit, water.
So
As long as it doesn't get on the computer, we're good.
It did not. It just got all over me instead.
I mean, hey, it's just water, so
Yeah, it's just water. Thankfully,
all right, so
caught me off guard at the
Haru-
worst time.
Haru will run this. You guys, from A to B, and then he will. I imagine he's gonna do this because I'm assuming you guys are doing this the next morning after a long rest.
Yeah.
So, long rest, everybody.
number things.
Yep, long
I already
rest,
did all that,
everybody.
yeah.
Asta, make sure to add 1 charge to your item.
One wish to your item for your long rest.
Yep. Oh shoot! Did I do that correctly? I'm gonna have to open that up. In the meantime, and then after he does that, what are your Give me 1 moment. So that she can have this action.
Is it safe to drink water?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
want to.
Sorry, I just saved Asta, so refresh the page, and you should have the ability to add and remove charges from the item. Because I forgot to do that previously. Sorry, Rom. Go ahead.
This is just now that I'm not fucking up the number system thing. We are only about 22 days away from the teleportation circle finishing.
Nice.
Awesome.
So it's good finish on day 69. Oh wait, I guess you started that differently than the greenhouse. Never mind.
I also need 50 on the same 4 days. You guys fought Aaron on like the first day you got back to the to Porterus, didn't you?
Yeah, kind of.
Yep.
So,
Well, the first night, technically speaking, but yes.
There, that's been a wrap.
It just kind of just happened quick, and it's just like, oh,
So long rest.
Oh, this is the thing that's
scouting,
happening now.
Long rest. This is day. So I'm gonna put here Haru ran.
fast as fuck.
Ludicrous speed.
He's fast as fuck, boy.
I'm just keeping it simple for the calendar's sake. He ran faster than fast. So just so I can keep track of where you guys are day wise, because you guys do technically have a time limit. It's pretty big, but you have a time
Yeah.
limit. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you have no idea how much that is legitimately stressing me out.
Well, stop stressing out over it. This is for fun.
Yeah.
You give me a date
Stop
of
being paranoid.
death. You give me a date of death, and I'm going to be paranoid.
I mean, you have a lot of days left. Where's the end
And we've
of
only
day?
got 2, 4, 6, 7 more powerful souls to find.
Yeah, and you guys have
And since the Sleeping King seems to no longer be allowing us access to his souls,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we would have had 6 to find if Aaron hadn't bitched out. Like, get your ass back here! Damn it!
I just hope this doesn't mean. I just hope this doesn't mean we're going to encounter her again later.
You guys have like 35 more weeks.
When you put it like that, that doesn't feel like a lot. But when you put it in a term of days,
Yeah, what's 35 times
times-
7?
pulling out my calculator because I don't want to do that in my head.
Sure.
55 times 7 is 245 days. That feels better.
There you go, Rom. Does that help your anxiety?
A little bit.
Well,
I mean, the thing is, I don't think we've ever said like exactly how many days it is. You gave us like several months, and then it's like, the initial.
We had a
panic
year.
Yeah, which is longer in this world than it is in our world.
don't you guys have access to a calendar?
Maybe.
I
thought
think
you
so.
did. I thought you
But
did, but
We
anyway.
have more
I
days.
vaguely remember you.
We have more days available than sessions we have done, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Like, where would the calendar be?
I honestly couldn't tell you,
I
dude.
think it was. I thought it was pinned. Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's in Discord. All right.
Ah, Torbich.
So what do you have? So where do you guys meet? Haru? Do you have him just basically meet you guys back over yonder, like at point B, and just kind of fall off?
If there's no one around, like B is the drop point. He'll go a little beyond B and then come back to B is the idea.
Okay. Okay. So he will basically wait for you, around point B, and then when you guys show up, he'll basically just get on the Laputa and sorry, brain. Blind Archer distracted me. And like as you guys approach, because I'm assuming that you're keeping the Laputa underneath the edge of the island. As you guys approach, he's just going to Deadpool maximum effort. Because he's a monk and can fall and not take damage from certain fights.
Not to, detract from the cool factor, but my plan was we are flying about just slightly under level.
Yeah, perfect.
Like say there's the island.
Uh-huh.
Laputa is like right here-ish.
Oh, far away from the island.
Yeah. We're out, but back.
Yeah, we can maneuver to catch him.
See, I was thinking that you guys were like here.
Yeah, no. I want to be at a position where our ballistas are
Usable. Okay.
yeah, and where arrows where our ballistas and Asta are usable and effective, but far enough away that we're not, in danger of being boarded.
Nobody wants to be bored.
Okay, Asta.
But what about Chinese waterboarding?
Asta. Refresh your page again. Because I have the charges when I pull your character sheet up. you'll have to just refresh and try and basically try again.
Wait, is she talking? Because I don't hear her.
No, she messaged me privately.
That explains so much.
Corrupt.
So it should be there. If you still have issues, I'll take a look at it again after a bit, but it should be there after another refresh or so. Okay. So question.
Answer.
What was this for?
Potentially. That would be the road from Catullus to Goldwild, which D is supposed to be traveling along since I'm coming from Catullus as part of my disguise effort. So I'm supposed to meet up on that road and then follow it southwest.
So are you meeting up with Haru on this road or no?
No,
No,
that's
I'm supposed to be traveling that by
Gotcha.
myself.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
that's the reason why Haru is running here. B is where we pick up Haru, drop off D, so that D can go east to the road.
Okay. I missed that. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. When you pick Haru up, because that's easy enough to do at your guys' level and with your guys' accessibility and stuff.
Yep. While you were picking him up, I was changing into my disguise.
Disguise.
He effectively tells you that there are no siege bastions or anything like that along the way. But there are like random guards throughout like the woods, kind of close to the edge at times, but not like dangerously close. Because nobody likes to get near effectively the world's edge to them.
Yeah.
So they'll come towards the edge, but they never get so close that they would like look over the edge from what he saw.
That's a horrifying thought.
After all, how many people actually believe that there's more to the world than just their little...
Not many.
Not many.
That's the thing. Like you guys gotta remember, and you guys had the same concept, back in the beginning of this campaign, that your island was the only surviving island of effectively the apocalypse. And you guys are the last speck of civilization.
Yeah, D believed it too until you brought her to the surface.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, okay. There's more.
Surprise.
Yeah. So like there are not many people who believe this. Like even Denoc on your island where your technology is super vast, it was considered like a myth. It would be something like the equivalent to you guys in your society. It would effectively be kind of the equivalent of like the North Pole. Yes, it exists. So like yes, there's more out there, but but you're not going to walk into Santa's workshop at the North Pole. So you
Not with that attitude, we won't.
does that make sense though?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So, and like, every generation has their conspiracy
Extreme
theories, people. So like every generation, Crazy Earl's, believing that the surface is populated again, or what I mean, like stuff like that. So, excuse me.
So back to these patrolling guards. That means that I effectively have to stealth my way very carefully to the main road.
Essentially, yeah. He does say that like they're sporadic. I would say.
I mean, if somebody wants to pass without trace on me, so that I can do that.
he will say that he encountered 3 is what I rolled. I changed the die to put it back in my bin to make it all look pretty. He encountered 3 in the length of road that he ran, or the length.
That's about one every 2 miles. Okay, yeah, that's not a lot.
No, so they are sporadic, but do remember what he has told you about what they carry.
What did he say about what they carry?
He
Oh,
didn't say.
Yes, he did.
I remember. Some kind of magic flares, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
They can call reinforcements.
Yes. Which
Okay.
you guys know. You know, I mean, think about it this way: if you cast Fireball straight up into the air and it explodes, it's gonna make a loud noise, and you're gonna be able to see it for miles, especially in the dark.
Unless you roll a 1.
This is true. You could always roll a 1. There's always a 5% chance that nothing happens.
So basically, if you're my husband.
Rolling physical die.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so yeah. Like, yes, you would have to be stealthy, at the very least careful about it, but not overly cautious to the point of, like...
Well, it looks like I have about
Inching
a 4 or
along.
5.
Yeah.
Looks like I have about a 4 or 5 mile stretch ahead of me then.
Yeah.
Assuming it's to scale, yeah.
I try
Before I
to
reach
keep things
the
to
road.
scale, but I'm also working... Like, I didn't have these maps designed or created for a grid. I'm kind of just winging it.
Fair
So,
enough.
I would say it's probably half the distance, what you guys have drawn
okay.
there. I'd say it's probably half the distance between A and B. That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay, so about 3 miles ish.
Yeah. And you'll be traveling through
A forest.
That forest there. And it, so you'll have the ability to hide rather well.
Well, that makes me feel better. And I don't have to hide so much once I reach the open road.
Correct.
It would be silly for an acolyte who's supposed to be traveling the road together in Goldwild to be hiding in plain sight. Why are you acting like that?
Mm-hmm.
For all intents and purposes, I am a normal person.
All right. Now,
Wearing I got like a little pin on my outfit that says "I heart Geisma."
Valnar, meanwhile, is looking for his shirt that says, I heart guys.
No. You guys confused your shirts in the laundry. D pulls out a I Heart Geisma shirt while Valnar pulls out a I Heart Palama shirt.
How did that get in there?
You stole it. It's part of a disguise for a different.
I heart Palama.
You look over, Valnar, he's burning a shirt. What are you doing?
Oh, you did
Don't
it
worry
anyway.
about it.
Don't worry about it.
D's just keeping your shirt.
It's sad to think about but there is probably actually merchandise out there for Palama. There are probably some avid followers,
Fanboys.
who are like,
Oh, God.
oh, she is doing everything in her power to protect us from the heretics, and she's doing God.
They're like
work, kind of.
They're like the Rule 34 guys of this universe.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So yeah. D, you're going. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're going alone to the temple.
Yes.
Yep, this is where I feel some panic again.
I have no choice but to go alone because if I'm bringing anybody else with me, it's going to look suspicious.
Especially since you only have one disguise.
Yeah. Specifically for me.
Okay.
Yep, this is why I'm so.
She's been doing this for several years. It's like her specialty.
Okay. Addendum. Tim will go until the barrier.
Okay.
if he gets spotted, I had no affiliation with him. I have no idea why I'm being followed by a ghost.
Well, he's in the astral plane.
Either way,
The only thing they can see
You
into
never
the
know.
the only point of sight they can see into the astral plane, I believe, is true sight. So
And has Palama shown any ability for that?
I
she
think
can
so.
she can see the scry sensor. That's about the only thing that she's seen. But that also becomes visible via the see invisibility spell.
Yeah, it's
So-
just a creature that can see invisible objects. Yeah.
So as she
Tim may go to a. Sorry.
no, I was gonna say, I was like, she has, but she hasn't shown any.
Just so you know, the spell see invisibility says you can see into the ethereal plane.
Oh.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Now, is that legacy or is that
Oh.
current?
legacy. It says it.
Legacy.
Huh? I didn't know that. That's kind of dumb. I don't like that. I'm gonna homebrew. Nope, that's dumb. I don't like it. Changing it. I'm God.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, because that's dumb. Because then at that point in time, what is the point of having True Sight, which is a higher level spell? Like, what does that do?
That's a good question. What does that do? Let's see here. Spells. True Sight.
Is that not a thing now?
True See.
It allows you to see through magical darkness and detect and illusions.
See things as they actually are. Gives you true sight, so you can notice secret doors hidden by magic and see into the ethereal plane out to a range of 120 feet. That's just the legacy version.
Yeah. So, like, you're not getting
Magical darkness, invisibility, illusions, transformations, and into the ethereal plane.
But you get the ethereal plane by a second level spell.
But with True Sight, you gain the ability to see shapeshifters through illusions.
So it's like, let's take what you learn from see invisibility and make it better.
Yeah, I still don't agree with the ethereal plane part of see invisibility. I'm still gonna say nah. Because that doesn't make any sense.
It's not even technically invisible. Like, that's
Yeah, it's on a
the
different
ethereal
plane of
plane is the ethereal
existence.
plane. Yeah.
But
It's not
doesn't
technically
invisibility
invisible.
shift you to a different
No,
plane?
Nope.
no.
It scatters light.
Yeah, you just become invisible. So, yeah, I'm gonna say no to the seeing in the ethereal plane for the see invisibility. I don't like that. So, I'm gonna say no. I didn't know that before. Never really came up, but you know. So anyway, moving on.
Gotta love it. Either way. So Tim's gonna follow me until I effectively reach the town.
Yes. Well, no, the church.
The church.
He can follow
Okay.
you all the way to the church.
Okay.
Because the church has a barrier around it.
Yeah, that stops Tim from being able to get in.
Yes, it prevents undead, basically.
Yep. And that really begs the question then. How was Erin getting in there if she was a lich equivalent?
I mean, it probably. I'm guessing that the caster is able to make an exception for.
Maybe.
or something like that.
Well, DM is God, so he can make exceptions all he wants to. Anyways, not important. Erin's dead. She ain't going to the church anymore anyway.
For now.
All right. So, while D is going to the road and then going to the church, what are the rest of the party doing? Other than trying to be somewhat close, but not so close that you're noticed.
Well, because we're going to be... Oh.
I say I would ask somebody to cast like some sort of disguise spell on me because a giant elephant is probably pretty conspicuous.
I mean, you're not stealthing.
Yeah, you're not there with me.
That's true.
Only one person is stealth. We're waiting for them.
But like, if they saw a giant Loxodon just in the road, how many are there?
Not a lot, but you're not there. You're not in the city, though. So,
Yeah.
We're
traveling
all on the
alone.
Laputa.
Yeah, you're on the Laputa. I'm the only one who's not. Well, me and Tim.
Yeah. Yes.
so we'll come back to you, Blind. or should we say death?
Distracted.
Yeah.
My wife would say deaf.
What?
What?
Are there's Blank? So,
Is there a fucking owl in here?
So what are the rest of you going to do other than just prep for an invasion? In case he is discovered.
Question: did we ever? I can't remember. Did we ever get the those artifacts? One or more of those things that Aaron used.
Yeah, that was going to be what I was going to do.
Okay.
Okay.
For now, just kind of a little bit of light research because I want to be ready to bolt and not have any experiments running or anything like that.
I presume everybody is going to be near Valinar? Or whomever has the ability to teleport to the circle of the church. I presume everybody's going to... Yeah, you. So I presume everybody is going to be near you. That way, if something happens, you can cast the spell. And get there as soon as you can. Also, I would assume that you would tell D what the casting time of teleportation circle is.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
So if something happens, I gotta survive 10 minutes.
It's either that, or if you say 911, then he has to use teleport, which is
Instant.
it's an action.
A minute,
Yeah.
a minute.
Teleport is a minute?
One action, never mind. That's where
Yeah,
I'm at tonight. I'm...
It's okay. You're good. I just wanted to make sure we were clear on that because I'm like, hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah, teleport is one action.
Okay. So they get there a lot faster, but there's some risk to that. But it is doable because you guys have been there before, so you're pretty familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do this real quick. There's teleport circle.
Oh, teleportation circle only takes a minute.
A minute? Okay.
Yeah. 1 minute is... I could survive for a minute. 10 minutes... that might be harder.
Maybe.
That's 100 rounds of combat.
Versus 10.
Yeah. Versus 10 just trying to avoid things. Or actually, Sorry, I can't math today. Jesus, 1 minute is 10 rounds, whereas one action is 6 seconds. So it's a minute or 6 seconds.
Mhm.
Either one. I could survive for a minute.
Unless you have Palama and the Gigant literally trying to give you a new asshole.
Look, if she's got the Gigant there with me, wasting it on me when she doesn't actually know that I'm conspiring with the group at this point, that's a waste of resources.
I mean, we don't know if it's just a one and done thing or if it's
Multi-use or
a
Still seems
permanent.
pretty. It still seems pretty over the top to deal with one person.
Well, if you're part of Valinar's group, or if she even suspects you're part of Valinar's group, she's gonna
Yeah.
come at you with the fury of 1,000 suns.
or if she
That's-
just can't get sick of you dodging.
That's more likely. I mean, at this point, I don't think she even realizes D is with the group, or even knows who D is.
As far as you're aware.
As far as I'm aware. I mean, maybe she's heard of DOA as, in passing as, yeah, there's some kind of famous assassin on the island somewhere, but they're not Valinar.
So, we'll come to the party in a minute. 'Cause we don't. D,
That is me.
go ahead
Yay.
and roll for me.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for the first kind of leg of your journey.
Stealth. 27.
Okay. There is no issue getting to the road. The travel on the road is quiet and pleasant. Not a very busy road. From time to time, you see like a merchant or a few people, like or I guess not merchants, but like what's the word for it? A couple coming back from town, kind of having done their business in town for the day, and just returning to their own stead.
Their weekly shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. A pleasant walk.
Probably 15 minutes outside of this city,
Mhm.
you are stopped by by one of these patrol officers. He's kind of, this human male is kind of just like, hold up, looking around. Why are you out here?
I present my travel papers, which highlight that I'm traveling from Catullus to Goldwild at Palama's instruction.
Sure about that one? Is that what you wrote for that?
Maybe not that specifically, actually. Now I think about it, because I would have written those papers before the situation changed. So it's pretty much like it's pretty much an order of change of station from Catullus to Goldwild.
Huh.
I'm assuming that the main one of the churches in Catullus is to Geisma.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm being
but-
transferred from one location to another.
Right, but you're not doing it on behest of Palam.
Right. Because if it's, well, no, because like I said, these papers were written before she started gathering all of her forces there.
Yeah, So there's no behest. It's basically just I'm doing this because I was told to by somebody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
These are my orders.
Look, I'm just doing what I was told.
Well, I really wanted to make sure because if you walked up and handed papers to somebody who was like, and the papers read, yes, I requested this person. I don't remember requesting this person.
Yeah, that'd be a problem.
That would be a problem. But I was gonna roll with it. He takes the documents and he reads it over, and he kind of goes, "Oh, I hadn't been alerted of any incoming traffic. My apologies." And he hands the paperwork back to
Perfect. I'll put them away neatly.
you, and he just kind of safe travels.
Dee will smile and wave as she walks off.
And Godspeed.
Mhm.
And you make it into the city without any
Yay.
particular issue.
Unhindered. Nice. Okay, now I'm in the city. Now I'm getting a little closer view of everything. I mean, I was technically just here scouting, but oh no, I'd heard rumors about it. Never mind. Now I'm actually seeing it with my own eyes.
Yeah. And it's a rather big city. Very populated and dense people. As it is kind of, at this point in time, it's probably getting close to midday.
Yeah, Goldwild is her home city, so she's very familiar with the place.
Awesome. Do you go straight to the church?
I mean, I might look around and get a better feel for the placement of guards and not the population, the density of patrols before I head to the church.
How much time do you dedicate?
You said it's a good-sized city?
Yeah.
About an hour.
Okay.
There's no specific time frame I have to take to get to the church, as long as I have my paperwork saying I had to be here.
Yeah. Awesome. So you do that. Meanwhile, some time has passed. We'll jump back to the rest of the party. What is the rest of the party during this time, or during some of this downtime? I believe, Denock, you said that you had an idea of what you wanted to do?
Mm-hmm. Doing research on that, what was it, demi-plane?
Mm-hmm.
Through the rod we have.
Okay. You, first, let's start with an Arcana check.
Mm-hmm.
Valinar would want to help Denock with this because he wants.
Thank you.
He said it before
Advantage
the roll.
then?
Yeah, he said it before the roll was determined.
Much better. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
27.
Okay. So. So the spell, so the artifact is you can tell that it is based off of the spell Demi, which is an 8th level conjuration spell. However, what you know about this spell and what these items did, the items took this spell like up 2 more levels.
Okay.
The artifact was unbelievably powerful in comparison to the demi. So I'll read demi-plane so that everybody knows here. Demi-plane, casting time 1 action, duration 1 hour. 8th level spell, range 60 feet. You cast a shadow. You create a shadowy door on a flat, solid surface you can see within range. The door is large enough to allow medium creatures to pass through unhindered. When opened, the door leads to a demiplane that appears to be an empty room 30 feet in each dimension, made of wood or stone. When the spell ends, the door disappears, and any creatures or objects inside the demiplane remain trapped there as the door also disappears from the others. Each time you cast the spell, you can create a new demiplane, or the shadowy door connects to a demiplane you have created with a previous casting of this spell. Additionally, if you know the nature and contents of a demiplane created by casting the spell by another creature, you have the shadowy door connect to its demiplane. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. Whoa. This rod allows you to just the size. Because that was
the size that you guys were in,
well over 200 feet.
it was about a 200-foot cube.
Yeah. This is one
And
of
it just-
this is one of the 4
forcefully
artifacts, right?
moved us.
So
You
you know that basically, in order for this to be like, basically, you can explain the size. Okay, you can explain the size logic. Multiple demiplanes all connecting to as one room, effectively. Just multiple demiplanes being connected in that way, creating a massive kind of realm. You can explain that one kind of reasonably within logic. Obviously, that takes a very skilled magic user in order to do that, but you feel like it's possible.
Okay.
The size, easily explainable. The manipulation and the ability to control things and people within that realm is next level arcana. Like, this is not anything you have ever learned or read about outside of like charm spells, basically.
Mm-hmm. Does the rod have sigils carved into it of any kind?
I mean, yes, they're effectively magic runes. But most. I was just gonna say that for the most part, they are demiplane related.
Okay. Do I know the Sleeping King's symbol or his symbology?
I would say at this point in time, yes. Just because you guys have encountered him enough, I know you guys have researched him a little bit. I would say that you would know that the Sleeping King's kind of iconography is a broken crown.
Okay.
That sounds familiar. Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course it does.
But that's a different campaign.
Oh shit! I see. Okay.
Although I think your idea came first.
So, is there any Sleeping King symbology on this rod? Or is there any marking of, let's go with heretical symbology?
Make a
Like-
religion check.
I am going
Go.
to be using the I'm going to be using Valinar as a research assistant and be dictating
Yeah.
things to him.
I was gonna say Valinar's still there and he's helping Denox, so
Yeah. I'm assuming you just want to give Denock advantage.
pretty much, yeah.
21.
with a 21, you can tell that there is symbology of the Sleeping King inscribed onto the
Okay.
the artifact, but it seems to be acting as a conduit for additional power. So you can basically surmise that this was not something that Erin could create or sustain on her own.
So basically using the Sleeping King's power as a battery.
Yeah.
Warlock.
You don't have to be a warlock in order to make a deal with a
I know.
entity.
So is that the only thing the heretical symbology is doing, or are there any other boosts? Like, is it? I don't know.
That's pretty much all it is doing. Like I said, it's basically
Battery. Okay.
Mhm. It's basically being a battery and an amp for the existing stuff. You would also probably gather, just based off of your general intelligence, that the Sleeping King probably gave Aaron the kind of like blueprint, for the lack of a better term, for something like this, and then she just had to create it and then borrow his power in order to make it work.
So what is this, like, rod made of? Steel, obsidian, demon iron, or something like
You
that?
actually don't know.
Ooh.
Crimsonite.
It feels like stone. I'll give you that. It feels like a type of stone, but it is a type of stone that you are unfamiliar.
Right then.
Ask
where is it, where
Asta.
is it? You know what? Yeah. Deanoch basically is Asta nearby?
Yeah, we've established that everybody is nearby in order for teleport or circle if necessary.
I didn't know if she wandered off.
We'll say not this time.
Okay, thank goodness.
She's learned her lesson.
I don't know about that.
Deanoch
No,
will turn to Asta and be like, "This is a type of stone I have never seen. Asta, do you recognize it at all?"
Ooh, rock. Let me see.
Is it classic rock or modern rock?
Is it Pierce the Veil or is it
ACDC.
I was
like
gonna
glam
say
rock.
like a newer band, but yeah.
Oh,
Let's see. Oh my god, I don't even know what check to ask you to make.
Roll for rock.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's a dwarf.
Yeah. So the only thing that the being a dwarf does is gives her an advantage on it. It doesn't. I gotta give her a skill to roll.
I
In
think
order.
normally history.
Could you say roll for dwarf?
Well, tell you what.
Wouldn't it be like a nature?
What
Sorry.
what is higher? Investigation, nature,
religion.
I would probably say religion.
Oh.
I'd probably say of those three, which one is higher? Investigation, nature, or religion?
Definitely investigation for me.
Okay. Then I will let you roll an investigation check. You'll have advantage due to your stone cunning ability.
Okie doke.
Now let's see if your guy. Oh, yep.
Ooh. Ooh. 19.
So 19.
Okay.
Looks like your guys' connection is being nice to you today.
Neato.
With a 19, this is not a stone of the material.
Oh.
Oh.
So does she
Oh. Astral
know?
plane.
If only. Does she know, or is it just it's not a rock from here?
She knows that it's not a rock from the material plane.
Okay, that's all you know. Okay, perfect.
You guys have never been anywhere else to be like, this is from the fire plane. Or, you know what I mean? Or from the Feywild.
I mean, with
I mean, if we
The Shadowfell.
I was about to say, if we really want to, we could go check out the Shadowfell. I'm prepped to cast the spell. Not necessarily ready to go there. I have the spell prepared in the tuning fork.
But we also don't know if there's ever been anyone who's been to other planes, brought back research materials.
If anybody has, that research has been lost.
Okay.
I would say
So-
you of all people would maybe have a chance to learn that. Or know if there was anything. I'm gonna ask you specifically to make a history check. This is like going back and checking all of the archives at Hoff.
You know what Kati would have done? She'd be like, "Let me hold that artifact," and then use teleport using that as her focal point to see where it takes her.
Don't one of you have legend lore?
I do have legend lore, but
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
what level is that?
It's a free cast. Your first one, anyway. Remember?
Yeah. I know. I just want to find where it is so I can.
I think it's like a 5th level.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
And I'm doing that so we can all make sure I'm not missing anything when I say stuff. Because I don't trust my own brain tonight.
Fair enough.
Thing isn't named in any. You gain no information. She learns. Okay. So long as we're going to do a little sneaky bonus here. As long as nothing comes up in 10 minutes, I'm identifying it. And then legend loring it.
Okay.
Why does it take 11 minutes to cast Identify?
Because it's 1 minute as a spell, but it's 10 minutes as a ritual.
Oh, okay.
So because of dumbness in translation between Beyond and Roll20.
When you have a ritual spell, it takes 10 minutes longer than the casting time.
Oh, okay.
So minimum of 10 minutes, 11 because of how Identify is, but
Fair enough.
I mean,
yeah, you can't put 10 minutes and 6 seconds into the thing. It just doesn't translate, so they just round up to 11 minutes. Because I'm pretty sure base Identify is an action, right? Hold on. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time today.
It looks like it's actually 1 minute.
Oh, there you go.
Because I only have it as a ritual, so it's only showing me as a ritual stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So identifying it.
Because this gives me the name of the object, technically. Right?
Mm-hmm. Technically, yeah. What I would say is with the use of the identify spell, you would learn that the stone, technically it's a magic artifact, you would learn that this is a fragment of a minor domain. As a fragment, it only has one component, so this would be, I don't remember which one you kept, so I'm gonna just say that this was the banishment one. So as this fragment allows for the domain master to banish a creature, as if they've used the banishment spell. The item is made. I would say that the identify spell would reveal that it's made um, uh, from from ash stone.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
Correct.
Let's come from the nether. Ass stone?
Ha!
Ash.
I heard your nether comment.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like a Minecraft item.
No, it very much does, especially when you have mods that add ash and blocks made from ash.
I am not a Minecraft nerd. So I didn't know that. That's funny.
Me
though.
neither. But my son is.
I am a
I can't get him to stop talking about it.
Minecraft mod nerd.
All right. So then do you immediately go into legend lore afterwards?
Yeah, now that I've got just a little fragment of knowledge, oh, this is getting interesting. Let's dive deeper.
Okay. So this is your, I believe, once a day, I think, legend lore. I think it's what it is. I don't remember.
I don't even remember where I get it from anymore.
You got it from the pool.
The pool. Yep.
Right, okay, thank you.
Welcome.
And you used it on the pool the first moment you got it.
Now I just gotta find out where I wrote that stuff down or something.
Me too.
Legend lore. Let's see.
Cast it once per day is what I have.
The spell Legend lore can now be cast once a day for free.
Yep. Cast once a day for free. You can use additional spell slots to cast it again if you wish, but for once a day.
Your initial one was spent when you touched the side of the basin right after bathing in the place of power.
Yep.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put it in limited use.
Yeah, once a day. Once daily. Ow, fuck.
While you do that, you guys talk for a minute, plan something out. I'm gonna really quickly use the restroom.
What have I got to plan? I mean, I'm literally waiting on the DM. My fate is
Honor
in
is
his
just-
hands.
Donna's just helping D-Knock right now to figure out what the hell's wrong with these artifacts.
do, 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 do.
We're so good at planning things, guys.
Do, 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 do.
I'm back.
Has this group ever been good at planning? Let's be honest.
No,
No.
Yes. We've had some moments.
no, you have not.
I have.
No.
What's planning?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
need your help for making Legend Lore an limited use thing in my D&D Beyond at a later date.
Yeah. Remind me after stream, and I'll fuck around with it.
Because I don't know what I'm doing here. So
We'll figure it out. Okay, legend lore. Legend lore would reveal that the ash stone, was harvested by from the Shadowfell, forged.
Hey.
Forged. Oh, excuse me. Forged in the by the forge master of the would be the basic, because I don't have names for them yet, or iconography and stuff. Not iconography, no, like group
Lore?
names. Well, I mean, no, I have that in my noggin. I just don't have like this circle of people that serve the Sleeping King are called blank. I don't have those
Empires.
things. No.
factions.
Thank you. Factions is a good word to use. Basically, it was forged by one of the blacksmiths, subservient to the Sleeping King. He was asked to craft and forge it into basically into 4 of these blocks. These blocks were then before not enchanted. So like he literally just crafted the stone into these blocks that could withstand magical essence. And like imbued within a magic the essence of way of being able to withstand even some of the magical power of the Sleeping King. Not necessarily all of it, but a portion of it. These items were then given to Aaron, and like even and like in a brief moment, you can kind of like see them being handed to her by this this forge master. And before
Not enough to see any details, right?
No, basically you just see her being given these things like physically before she is sent back to the material plane to effectively carve the runes and the rest of the iconography to empower the items from the Sleeping King herself. And you can understand that this was an item that took her weeks to create. You would also know that it is an incredibly rare item. In fact, that this is probably this set of this set of 4 kind of pillars that were handed out that you guys destroyed were probably the only ones in existence across all of the different realms. I'd say that's probably about what you would get from the Legend Lore for the item. I will say it would reveal the name of the Forge Masters like group name or whatever you want to call it, the faction. I just don't have that planned out, so put a blank in there, and if you want to ask me in a week or two what that was called, I'll have something for you by then, I'm sure.
The Sleeping Shadows.
That sounds more like an assassin's position.
The
Nah.
Dream Forge.
She's just D.
The Green Forge, that's funny.
The Dream Forge is what I said. But
Oh,
yeah.
the Dream Forge. That could be fun. I feel like that's more Fae related, maybe, but
Yeah.
I mean, he's sleeping, so
This is true.
Ah, dream crafters.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a little lore for just a free tidbit of lore for my players, not necessarily for the characters, but the inspiration of a Sleeping King was inspired by sleeper agents. And like how they like basically uproot certain things. This was a instance of when one of the gods became injured. This entity that had basically been off of everybody's radar popped up in an attempt to usurp one of the gods.
Wonder which one.
I think you know the answer to that.
Mortem.
I believe. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Dina?
Potentially working with Knock. What's that his name? Knock.
knock Anansi.
Yeah, whichever one is the trickery.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a freaking sheet here for it.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
welcome. Anyway, Dina, that's what you learned with your legend. I'm imagining you shared this information with the rest of the group.
Yes.
Um, and
Minus the missing member,
I
like
said
usual.
that are present.
Ah,
Attention.
yes.
Because we're gonna cut back to you.
Oh, don't cut me.
An hour.
Bitch,
has
we
passed.
might.
An hour has passed, and you find yourself approaching the steps of the Temple of Geist.
Yup.
You know, as you get closer, the presence of Tim that you know is hiding will no longer be covering your shadow. That safety net, you know, will disappear pretty soon.
I mean, the question is, how safe do you feel with a ghost shadowing you?
We'll pretend I don't know the ghost is there.
As you approach the temple, you know, because you've seen it, that the guard presence here in Goldwild is much heavier. It is the number of people that you see kind of on patrol is probably close to 3 times what you're used to.
Yeesh.
Wow.
And at the church of Geisma, that is no exception. However, the first thing that you notice is that it is probably a 3-to-1 ratio in terms of like for every 1 Joe Schmo guard of a temple, there are 3 of the Divine Fang present.
That's even worse. Okay.
Yeah, the Divine Fang the Divine Fangs and their presence here is unnerving, given
Yeah,
their paralysis effect. And as you begin approaching, kind of first placing steps onto, or your feet first step onto the temple ground, one of these lupine figures immediately kind of step forward and barks out, "Halt! State your business."
I pull up my paperwork.
I said speak. No.
I'm like, she's gonna mean look him.
No. It's he kind of looks at what's going on, raises an eyebrow, steps down a couple steps. You can see, you see his hand kind of grip the hilt of his sword as he steps forward and takes the papers from you. Takes a step back, still holding the hilt of his sword, as if ready to pull it in a moment's notice. Thumbs through the papers.
Paranoid little
And I just
fucker,
watch
ain't
him.
he?
Ah, a vow of silence, then. You can see his hand relax from his hilt.
Yep. She nods.
Everything seems to be in order. Do you know if Paloma is expecting you? And he hands the paperwork back to you.
Dee thinks for a moment. Paloma specifically. She just shrugs.
Okay. As is customary, you shall meet the head of the temple. Follow me. And he will lead you inside to Palama.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
You enter into the church.
Just double checking. Your disguise is a mundane disguise, right?
I'm disguised as like a regular acolyte.
Yeah, but is
Yeah, but
it
you're-
magical or is it just makeup?
Well, it's not even makeup. It's just the costume gear.
Okay.
You know, whatever is customary for temple staff acolytes to be wearing in any particular temple of Geisma.
Okay.
Now, I don't know above game if they wear different like colored outfits or anything depending on which temple they hail from,
Each,
or if it's just like a uniform.
each temple has their own iconography
Okay, then
and colors.
since this was the decision that was made, we'll say that I purposely made my acolyte uniform to line up with my story. I'm coming from Catullus.
I assumed it.
Yeah.
But to say it so that, there's no...
Yeah, I don't do any gotcha.
Yeah, because I fully expected, Paloma looks at me. You say you came from Catullus, but why are you wearing my colors? Oh, shit.
Roll for it.
Right now? Dee's pretty good at this kind of thing, so she's not going to do anything to raise an alarm. Yet.
To the best of her abilities.
I mean, she's not trying to show off in front of her new allies this time around, so she's not going to try and start a fight.
There you are.
That would be insane. This place kind of looks a little familiar.
Inside, half the main double doors, where those two statues were previously. I threw this. I threw the rest of you guys on here very quickly. I did not grab Palama's token. I don't even remember if I have an official token. I'm gonna go back and look. But this lupine figure leads you into the main chamber.
Come on. Damn it. As far as I'm concerned, she is good for this.
Well, no, but yeah.
I have to pretend she's good.
Okay, pretend to be.
Yay!
You can see Palama knelt at the altar here in prayer, and the lupine individual brings you up, kind of behind her and just kind of wait patiently. He kind of rests his hand on his hilt and just doesn't say a word, just waits for her to finish her prayer. Is there anything that you do?
I will bow my head and wait patiently. It is rude to interrupt somebody who is in the middle of prayer.
Nope.
I mean, it's very pretty.
I didn't realize I was walking in on a wedding. Oh, she's mourning the loss of her loved one. That's right. We took the necromancer away.
You
The
stand
bitch
there.
and the bitch and the lich are just the bitch now.
That's pretty fucking good.
Oh God, water. I'm
You
gonna
just
die
Spill it on
tonight.
yourself again.
No, I didn't spit it this time.
You stand there in silence for several minutes.
Thank you for stopping me.
And
Okay.
eventually she ends her prayer. Guys must light guys.
Guys, I'd like guide you.
You know, Amen stands up.
Yeah. I'm
Turns.
taking that down because I'm going to need that.
I mean, this is a lot of stuff that you would know in
Yeah.
But she turns and the lupine individual immediately speaks up and just kind of goes, "Your Holiness, we have a transfer individual here. Paperwork is in order, from what I can tell." Palama turns and looks at you. And just one last time, just to make 100% sure, there is nothing magical about your
Not a
disguise
thing.
or your
Not a thing.
paperwork.
Nope, not a
Okay.
thing. It is all handwritten and forged, with great detail. The costume itself, painstaking detail to make sure it is identical to what would ordinarily be worn in a church of Geisma. I just have it all comes down to my ability to act at this point.
Okay, here's a question. What name did you give yourself?
Do you have an undercover name?
That's a good question. Would she use her real name? I mean,
Ajaba!
that wasn't me. Would she use her real name? Because nobody really knows her real name. Or maybe something completely fake and made up. Random name generator, go. Random elf name.
Khalifa.
So, I said random elf name.
Khalifa.
Karen.
Anyway, Palama looks to you and kind of goes, "Greetings, sister. If you don't mind, the paperwork, please."
I hand it over willingly. My name is Tulifa.
I said Khalifa, but it's up to you. I don't care. I just yelled out a name.
I
There.
mean,
I'm putting that in bold. Tulifa.
I would have said keep with the D lettering and go like Diane.
It has to sound elvish, though. I am half elf. And she looks young enough to be an acolyte, like a young acolyte.
She looks over the paperwork and kind of goes, "The pretty name. Hmm. Do you have any particular talents or interests within the church, my dear?
Okay.
We can, if you would prefer, we can acquire pen and paper if you want to write in order to communicate. I know you have taken a vow of silence, or do you have another way of communicating?
She will communicate using speak with hands, her typical method to. I don't know how Palama's going to take it, but to pretty much communicate, um, she is good at uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck, it's like right on the tip of my tongue. I can't think now. You know, going out and helping people in need.
Huh.
You know the sad part? I go to a church that promotes this shit all the time, and I can't think of the damn word now.
I'm sorry, I was...
Aid.
The people who go out and they aid people in need out in the community. Evangelism. That's the word. Evangelism is something that she is good at, and that is no lie, because from her perspective, everything she does is for evangelism's sake.
Okay. She watches you do this and almost immediately goes, I'm sorry, but I don't quite understand. Do we have an interpreter? We have an individual who can speak of the hand. The lupine beside you kind of just goes, no, ma'am, I do not believe that we do. Little thing. Okay. And you watch as she casts tongues on herself.
Oh, hot damn! Now I don't have to do it.
Also, but here's the thing. She just met you. You're a stranger. She's willing to blow tongues on herself. Must not be that important of a magic for her.
Well, level spell is tongues.
It's a third level spell, you know?
One could view it that way, or not. Up to you.
Or she's just got free castings of it.
Either way.
Also, point of note, you guys remember what I've told you about you guys being some of the most powerful casters in the world? And that was at like 5th level.
She was higher than that at that point?
So, at the very least, you know that she can cast 3rd level magic. She kind of goes, one more time, my dear. I should understand and grasp the concept of it now.
I repeat what I said, also using my hands.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Evangelism is... we're just going to... I don't know if that's specifically tied to any kind of type of like Christianity or anything like that. I'm going to use it because fuck it.
It literally just means, you know, giving back to the community.
Gotcha.
Typically through, you know, physical interaction with people. You go out there and you help those in need. So the sick, the elderly, children, the poor, whatever it happens to be, you're out there helping them. You're the hands and feet of the church.
Gotcha. Okay. Before we go too much further, I actually want to ask a question that could actually be very
okay.
And this is about the evangelism. We actually might need to correct because well, you tell me. And I'm thinking about this. Aren't you here to scout out the church? And the ongoings of what's going on inside the church?
So would evangelism take you outside of the church?
It would take me outside the church, but I'd still have to be inside the church in order to, like, you don't spend all of your time out in the community. You still have to return to the church to resupply and to report and stuff like that. There's all sorts of reporting that goes on the inside.
Okay. I don't I'm not actively
There's
involved.
enough busy paperwork on the inside to give you time,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
is what you're saying. Okay.
Yes. I'm not going to be spending all my time. As a matter of fact, the better part of today is probably going to be spent doing like some kind of orientation or training to make sure that I'm up to snuff with their expectations. Make sure I know how things are done at this specific location. You know,
Cool.
well, welcome, new person, on day 1 to your orientation at your new job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're glad
heard
you
enough
decided
Corvo
to
speak.
join us.
Stop.
we could always use another in the service of Geisma in order to spread both the word, give back to the community, and to continue stay vigilant on those who would bring harm to our populace. You have any experience with this evangelism within the Church of Geisma prior to today?
She will explain in excruciating detail about her many endeavors doing such things in the city of Catullus.
During this time, the lupine leaves.
Good. It was
Oh.
boring, anyways.
He kind of bows and goes back to his post respectfully.
Everything's looking on the up and up right here.
Hmm?
Boss is dealing with it. Don't need him no more.
Yep. The entire time that you talk, even though just using your hands as a silent conversation happens, she is smiling. Just this warm.
She's so inviting. I love it.
This warm presentation. You can tell that right now you have her undivided attention, and it is a very warm and welcoming kind of invitation. You find it weirdly comfortable to talk to. Like just to kind of talk about things and just bring up, or kind of just things just kind of naturally flow out of you. And when I say talk, I mean with your hands.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of weird, but refreshing in a way.
Especially considering Dee's history with Palama. That is very weird. Palama is indirectly responsible for the death of Dee's older brother.
Mm-hmm. But if you have ever interacted with her?
Never actually interacted with her. Just there is a burning hatred deep inside
Yeah.
that she's keeping contained for the purpose of keeping her cover.
It's weird. Even though that rage is there and you know it's there and you can easily go and like touch it and feel the rage, you're not feeling it boil to the surface like you expect it to, being face to face with this individual.
Is it like she's radiating some kind of charm on me? Would I be able to tell? I have to know because I have advantage against being charmed.
I'll say make an Arcana check.
All right. That one.
You know what? I'll give you the advantage because you're an elf and have advantage on charm effects.
Why
fair enough. I don't know why.
12.
12? Best you can
Still not great.
Best you can tell, it's just her general charisma.
She must have a very high charisma. I'm gonna guess that she's probably actually a paladin to some degree.
That makes it even scarier considering paladins are what? Quarter casters, third level spell. They're very high level.
Yeah.
To waste a third level spell for a conversation.
unless she has like
Other
a
means.
free cast it.
Right, but you guys are also going into this assuming that this is an individual who is just like you guys, effectively. Having a third level spell that she just throws away.
Yeah.
um,
I, as a counterfoil to that, how many times does Valinar use like sending?
Yeah.
Valor is a full caster.
Yeah.
Paladins are quarter casters.
I know. It's just
Mm-hmm. I'm only pointing that out because of. I'll just pull it up. Paladins don't get third level spells until level 9, and they only ever get 3.
Wow.
They get 5th level spells at their highest spell slot. They don't get a 5th level spell slot until 17th level.
yeesh.
So if she were part paladin, that would be terrifying. But she's probably like cleric or something along those lines.
Just for a peek behind behind everything, just so that you guys can kind of see it and understand
hey,
why that would be terrifying.
If there was anybody focused on me right now, this would be the perfect spot to warp in, because
Also,
there are not a lot of guards in this specific room.
well, as you are talking and you glance around, because you do have a very high passive perception, and you kind of glance around, you actually do see that there is a upper level to this.
Oh, so there's
to
like a
this-
balcony.
So there's a balcony above you, with you can't
Oh.
tell if there's people up there, but basically, going. There's a balcony that stretches all the way around.
Okay.
This.
Fair enough.
And you can't tell what is up there, but you can tell that it's basically additional heating for services and stuff. Like you know that that's what it would be. Whether there are other guards or whatever up there, you don't know. So. Okay. After you kind of conclude your stories, and she smiles and just kind of goes, "Those are wonderful exploits. I'm honestly already so proud of you. We don't do anything particularly different here. The only thing that I would advise you is to brush up on the differences between our church and the one that you come from in Catullus. Not a lot, but there are general things that we do slightly different. I will have one of the other sisters show you around and show you the differences that we may have between here and where you're from. Are there any concerns or questions that I can answer for you while my spell is still active?
He takes a moment to process that information and think if there is anything else she needs to desperately ask Palama before she just shakes her head no.
Okay, well, wonderful. I look forward to hearing and seeing your exploit. I will wait here, and I will send Sister Mary in. Yeah.
Sister Mary. What a common name.
And I will seek you out this evening for more small talk, I'll say, just to kind of see how you're settling in. But
He nods enthusiastically.
in the meantime, please enjoy the rest of your day. Learn as much as you can, and may guides guide you. And she will leave.
Okay. I survived the encounter with Palama.
Yay. And
Have I
I
earned a
will.
level?
If we
Yeah.
can't get levels for finishing Deanock's side story, you can't. I will say
mean-
this. I was almost praying that you would be insight checking her.
I mean, there's nothing. Really, my whole point of coming here was to verify that she is present in the temple. And as long as she's got her guard presence here, and as many as she's got, that pretty much confirms that she's not going to be leaving this temple.
I know, but there could have been something there that we just don't know.
I mean, of course she's lying. I know who she really is and the kind of bullshit she hides. So, inciting her every little thing, I'm like, well, even if I caught her in a lie, what am I gonna do? Call her on it? Blow my cover right now? I'm gonna go with it. Now,
Maybe,
Sister,
but you would
Sister
know.
Mary is. When Sister Mary goes to guide me around, I might ask her some questions, in my own way.
Yeah, and for the sake of expediency, Sister Mary finds you, shows you around the temple.
I'm taking mental notes on guard presence inside the temple. As we go.
It is
Yeah,
a lot.
there's a lot.
Range. I will say the most notable thing is that she doesn't take you. Were you part of that group?
In the basement?
Yeah, I think it was Katya, not D, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for the rest of you, Sister Mary does not take him to the creepy dungeon.
Are we sure about that?
I'm pretty sure because that was before we got our asses kicked by Aaron.
No. I just went to the map. I still have all the tokens on there, and D is on there.
Oh yeah. D,
Okay.
that's right. D was present for that. That was the one where she dropped the guard right there in the doorway in front of everybody.
Yeah.
But then went like super
Okay.
stealth once we got below deck.
Yep. So she does not take you to the creepy basement. She does take you to like the storage room off to the side, and everything. She shows you how to access the upper level.
Okay.
Which I will go ahead and just. Is that it? Oh, not that one. This. So I do not have guard presence accurately laid out on the map. Okay.
Right.
But she shows you around so that you can see the courtyards to the east and west of the map here, the main entrance to the south,
The temple lobby. How many guards are stationed around this teleportation circle at this time?
At this time, it's like I said, it's probably early to late afternoon, so like somewhere between 11 and 2. I would probably say there's probably about 20.
That's a lot of guards in there. Okay.
And keep in mind, of 20 out of the 20, what is that? 75% of 20 is 15. So
yeah,
about 15 of them are Divine Fang members.
Jesus. I want to assume that at nighttime they don't have as much of a guard presence, probably because, like these are the peak hours when most people are going to be coming to the temple. They're going to want more presence. It might be a little bit less at nighttime, is what my instinct says. But we don't know.
Shows you that the stairs are to over here to the upper level. And because you're here, I will show you the lady. I will show you.
Nice. What a nice temple. How many guards are up here?
Up here,
Mm.
I would say there's less. Probably like 10.
Okay.
Um,
So, it sounds like potentially we want to try and catch Polama at a time when she's making prayer to Geisma. Because this seems to be the least guarded area at this time that I know of.
and just to point out a couple of things, this here, indicates one of the windows. There are
Okay.
multiple on the building, given that this is a temple to Geisma. There's
Fair.
a lot of light, but the main source of light is here.
Where? I didn't catch it.
I'm working on it.
Oh, okay.
Is this? Here.
Oh, it's like a big skylight?
Is a big fucking skylight.
Oh.
And then
So getting up on top and dropping through with Featherfall.
and then in the bottom right, you see this door is she indicates that is the entrance to Palama's office.
Okay.
And that
Polama's office.
there's a very strict kind of policy of like barred entrance to her office, especially when she is not present. Pretty standard stuff. Basically, a kind of a don't go into my office without my permission kind of a situation.
Yeah, fair enough.
She's a little bit more adamant and aggressive about it. You gather from Sister Mary,
Right.
but she's not like, if you step foot in my office, I will kill you kind of adamant.
Unless you're Valinar.
Yeah. And then just so that you're aware, these back tables seem to have like refreshments and like what would be used for like communion and stuff like that, as well as there are some areas here where you can see like where it's like very much like, oh, that is a donated meal for somebody who may need it.
Okay.
Kind of a situation.
Okay. I do have one question for Sister Mary.
Can she understand your question?
Obviously, before I go to ask her, I'm going to cast tongues on myself.
Okay.
So that she can understand me. And then, speaking with hands, I will ask her, like, I find it interesting that the church leader is present at this time, and not in her office. But is she such a widely known and respected individual such as herself? Is she usually this present among her temple and her disciples? Whatever might be the right word for that.
Yes. Sometimes. She has been until a week or so ago. She's been in and out of the temple doing a lot of the evangelical work herself out in the community, as well as patrolling for the heretic Valinar. They haven't really turned up anything to my understanding. There's been but recently she's been a little bit more secluded and withdrawn. Um, she stated that she had a friend visiting and was wishing to have some more alone time with that friend. Um, so she spent a great deal of days here at the temple for socializing and visiting with her friend. And then today she actually declared that she would be entering starting tomorrow, that she would be entering a state of mourning for another friend who was lost. Um, she apparently has known this individual for about 7 years, so she wishes to spend about 7 days in mourning, dedicating that time in prayer to that friend.
7 years.
7 days in mourning. Does she specify where, so we might leave her alone?
Her office. It doubles as her chambers. So her office.
Okay. I'm going to assume the guards are going to have the temple on lockdown to keep anybody from being able to disturb her during that time.
Well, of course, the guards here are to keep us safe. After a recent assault on the temple, a lot of us feel uneasy and unprotected by the. She watches like one of the normal guards passes by, and she kind of like holds her tongue until he's out of earshot. By the general presence of God, acolyte. But since the divine things are around, there's nothing that we should really fear. They are some of the mightiest warriors on
Oh!
God.
Proterist.
On
Surprise!
Surprise! It's all one thing.
Okay. All good information. So taking a look at this map here. Trying to kind of think of some ideas myself on how we might be able to approach Palama's office at a time when there's the lowest guard presence. But she's going to be secluded for 7 days. Trying to think if there's any other fact-finding questions I can ask that won't give me away. Oh, I suppose it would be important to know, where do acolytes typically stay? Do they get a place out on the town, or is there a specific chambers for us?
Yes, of course. Some of us live nearby or within the city, so some of us do not have chambers here on the grounds. Do you have residence within the city, or?
Not exactly. I was told I had to figure that out once I got here.
Then there is sleeping quarters for acolyte and those of us who don't have a home to call our own. You'll probably bunk with the rest of us, sisters. Then I can show you the way. You traveled rather light, so I don't know if you have anything to unpack or.
The only thing I need is the presence of Geisma. Ugh.
He kind of laughs a little bit, and he's just kind of like, "You'll fit right in." Come this way. I will show you to our quarters.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back on the laptop.
Okay, now that D's little shtick is done, can I just say this?
Yeah.
Real quick. I am so uneasy that you cast a spell.
I didn't cast it in front of Polama, but for the purpose of being able to communicate with this poor other acolyte.
Yes, but
I-
you could have gotten writing material. I know, it's just potential info for enemies to pick up. Paranoia.
Yeah. Well, she didn't react, and if anything else, I could just explain away that I've been in the presence of Geisma for a while, and so I've picked up a few tricks.
Mhm.
Just tie it into my backstory.
She's also. I didn't describe this. She's very young. Like, maybe if you had maybe teenager.
As long as she's not an elven teenager.
No, human teenager.
No. You know the reference I'm making.
Don't worry, there's no Boris here. Not yet anyway.
Oh no, there's gonna be an enemy Boris.
Turns out he is the Gigant.
I hear the gears turning in Rip's head.
Write that down. Write that down. Back on the Alapi. What else are you guys doing?
Well, since I've gotten all I think I'm going to get out of the stone itself, right? That's my general consensus.
Yep.
My general.
There are other people there too. If you guys want to speak up, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm waiting for people to say something to. Otherwise, I'm kind of the only talker of this group.
I'm just picking at him too.
Are we approaching the time Valinar is supposed to check in with D or?
Sure.
Oh, okay. I was just asking if we were getting there.
I mean, at this point in time, yeah, it's kind of like whenever.
At this point, I've been gone for
A few hours.
a few hours. I'll say I probably still have about 4 hours before my first real checkpoint. Pretty much evening time, and then check again in the morning because I'll be asleep otherwise.
Okay. Well, Valinar's not going to worry about checking in then for a few more hours if it's not that time yet.
There's so much more I could do still. I could go about doing paperwork here. Like, maybe my paperwork is going to take me to a certain office that is currently... There were no guards outside of her office, right?
Rip again?
I don't remember you specifying that there were guards stationed outside of her office at this time.
There didn't appear to be.
Okay. So yeah, my paperwork trail to get me started on my first task may inadvertently take me to Palama's office.
Whoops.
Since she's going to be out on the town doing busy things,
Yeah.
Or is she already in the morning? Her morning period.
That starts tomorrow.
Did it? I didn't hear an actual.
It was specified.
I think
She declared today that she will be starting a 7-day period of mourning starting tomorrow.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. That just didn't click. So that's on me. That's on me.
That
No
means
worries,
this
numbers
is my
aren't
best
making sense to you.
opportunity. This is my best opportunity to search her office and see what I can find. Otherwise, it's going to be too late.
Is that what it's kind of conveyed through sendings, or?
It will be.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have to find a way to. I mean,
I'm not gonna
sign
worry too much
25. Sign 25 ideas. Yeah, I know I'm cuckoo. Thank you.
I'm not gonna worry about the details of the messages too much, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, other than contacting D, is there anything else anybody wants to do? Valinar, Asta, yet? Enoch, if we need to come back to you.
I mean, I have stuff to research, but I'm letting everyone else have a say in things before I
Fair enough.
take stage again.
Hey, Valnar doesn't really have anything.
Just spend time with your parents, maybe.
Yeah. Yep. That.
Okay.
Also, will probably just be resting, trying to recharge her amulet.
Okay.
And I'm speaking for Yet, but he'll probably just be resting and recharging as well.
Okay. Then with that, the day begins to come to an end. I will say that the training manuals and stuff are actually given to you by Sister Mary D.
Okay.
She basically shows you the barracks, allows you to settle in. When she returns, she has that paperwork and information for you. Denock, I know you said that you had some stuff to research. Write it down, and we'll kind of touch on that next time we play D&D. Because it is midnight. As we kind of get to a lull, it is a good time and place to stop. See, nothing
Awesome.
stressful tonight, Denock. I see.
And on a side note, being evangelistic means I will be able to leave the church and come and go around the town without being stopped for any reason. It won't look suspicious if I have to when I walk away to go to the Lapita.
Yeah, I got you. I understand that. I was just a little concerned about like
I'm supposed to be getting information on the inside, but
yeah,
if I'm spending all my time out on the town, it's like, well, there's still
Yeah.
paperwork.
Right.
There's still
Well,
stuff to do
like
around the
in
church.
my brain, I'm very much like, oh, Evangela. Okay, sweet. Let's slap him on to the Valinar search squad, and he never visits the temple again. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um.
It's like, oh, I found him. I'm bringing him in for questioning. Oh no, he's attacking the church.
Oops, I unlocked his cuffs. Yeah.
Oops,
So,
I don't happen to be working with the church. Bitch.
alrighty. Well then, we'll be back. I think next week. I don't think we have anything going on. Maybe.
Just a minor thing. I may be less than here mentally.
Yeah, we'll see how we'll touch base through the next week and see how your thingy goes. I honestly literally just found out about potentially doing like a birthday party thing for my mother next Friday night. Like literally just tonight found that out. A few minutes ago in a text message. But that's also still still up in the air, as in nobody knows. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe next week, maybe not. And then if not, we'll be back in 2 weeks. But in the meantime, oh wait a minute.
What happens in 2 weeks?
No, I am not. I will not be doing anything Friday the 5th. That weekend I am going to be taking off from streaming and stuff like that. I am taking my NCE again that following
Ooh.
week.
Good luck.
I see.
I have zero motivation to fucking do it, so I need all the help I can get. So, in the meantime,
Good luck.
we'll be back.
That actually
eventually, I
worked
promise.
out because we're gonna be out of town for a Renaissance fair on the 5th anyway. So
Oh, cool.
Oh man, this
Hope you
means
guys have fun.
potentially for the next 2 weeks we won't be doing anything.
Potentially, maybe next week we'll do something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, everyone, have a good night. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, everyone.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
See ya.